Developing now, state leaders are addressing diversity in classrooms. Just ahead, we share both sides of the arguments as it relates to college campuses. And new details indicate we're experiencing the hottest year on record. In minutes, a deeper look at the data and what it could mean for the future. Plus, schools in Arkansas are speaking on the no phone policy. Later in the show, how they're working to keep students from the line of danger. THV 11 at noon starts now. Well, thank you for joining us on this Friday. And as we enter the part of this weekend, parts of the state are already experiencing a bit of few rain showers, Nathan.
Yeah, Jurnee, you see iDrive Arkansas right there. We're looking at southeast Arkansas, right around Dumas, where the rain has really been lingering across the region through the overnight hours. That is not associated with the cold front I'm watching. The cold front is in North Arkansas right now, and that front is headed in our direction.
Okay.
It will produce a chance of some spotty showers and thunderstorms for late this afternoon into this evening. So here's the radar loop right now. You can still see that shield of rain lingering across southeast Arkansas, producing beneficial rain for you folks down into Drew County, Deshay County, Chico County. But as we take a look at the high resolution radar, it's starting to wind down, starting to retreat back down to the south and southeast somewhat, but still a band of heavy rain very close to McGee and stretching into Mississippi. Also noticing a few showers trying to develop right along the front or just ahead of the front, very close to Dover. That one's going to get very close to you folks in Russellville. Dew points, it is humid out there, and it will be humid until this front makes its way through. The temperatures are warming ahead of the front. It's 90 right now in Little Rock, 83 though in Russellville, 88 in Clinton, and a cold front is in north central Arkansas. Look what happens here on future radar. Planning out your day, and especially this evening, we will have the potential of some spotty showers and thunderstorms bubbling up just in time for those high school football games. So some games may be impacted. I'll have more on that potential and talk about an excellent weekend forecast coming up.
All right, Nathan, thank you. Well, new details into our newsroom hours ago. Arkansas State Police announcing the arrest of a man believed to be behind online threats to the Attorney General. We just learned Jeffrey Zocha was arrested for first-degree terroristic threatening. Right now, he's being held at the Baxter County Detention Center on a $25,000 bond. This afternoon, a man is in custody after being caught in Texas in connection to a crime committed in Arkansas. Take a look at your screen. Authorities arrested this man here, Tradarius Avery, just 30 miles outside of Dallas. He was on police radar for allegedly shooting at a Pine Bluff police officer last year. Reports say Avery opened fire on an officer sitting in her car. He is now facing an attempted capital murder charge. Another crime alert, a man holding a public office position is now facing charges related to property theft. Just last year, State Police announced the arrest of Augusta Mayor Jeff Collins. According to the State Bureau, they found several instances of misusage of funds, all of which eventually were traced back to Collins. Both a father and son are now in custody, connected to a Georgia school shooting earlier this week. Dave Malkoff has more from their court appearances happening just hours ago.
All right, good morning, sir. Are you Mr. Colt Gray?
The 14-year-old defendant nodded his head as the judge laid out the charges against him.
You are charged with 4 counts of felony murder.
The suspect is being tried as an adult for Wednesday's murders of 2 teachers and 2 students at Appalachia High School in Winder, Georgia. 9 others were injured. Family and community members filled the courtroom, one woman clutching a stuffed animal as the judge explained the teenager will not face the same punishment as an adult.
You are under 18 years old, so I wanted to inform you and make it clear to you that the penalty for the crimes for which you are charged does not include death.
Shortly after his son's arraignment, 54-year-old Colin Gray entered the courtroom to face charges including second-degree murder and involuntary manslaughter. Investigators say the charges stem from the father knowingly allowing his son to possess a weapon. CBS News has learned investigators believe the AR-styled rifle used in the shooting that appears to be in this video was purchased by Colin Gray as a gift for his son in December of last year, just months after they both assured deputies that the teen did not make any threats about a school shooting. Colin Gray, who was rocking back and forth during the hearing, will remain jailed without bail. His son will also remain in detention. Dave Malkoff, CBS News, Winder, Georgia.
Well, today we've entered a waiting game as state lawmakers are working to clarify gun regulations. Just days ago, legislative researchers presented suggestions following a recent study on the Arkansas gun laws. State lawmakers now hold a drafted bill which clarifies which gun owners can carry a weapon. Gun control advocates are on high alert after realizing the bill could allow guns in places like school-related areas.
I would like them to think about the fact that right now in Arkansas, the leading cause of death for children and teens are guns. And that is a very painful fact.
The next time lawmakers will discuss the topic is at another meeting scheduled for September 16th. Well, if you're watching from Southwest Little Rock, chances are you also watched as Entergy crews spent hours working on new upgrades. Some of you have already voiced your concerns to our team at THV 11. After following up with Entergy, we learned their new project aims to create a more reliable grid. To do that, crews are setting up new power lines. They're also reminding people that if you experience flickering, it's a sign the system is working.
Because when you see a blink, if you ever come home and you have to reset your clocks, that tells you that the system is trying to clear faults automatically. And when you see multiple blinks, that also prompts us to go and investigate and find the issue.
As the seasons start to change, Entergy says they're conducting storm drills to ensure the grid holds up this winter. And an alarming update, new data points toward more Arkansans having trouble putting food on the table. The USDA ranks the state among the highest for food insecurity. Despite this, we're seeing a growing push to address the problem. Help has come in the form of grants to eliminate food deserts, but some say there's more work to be done.
We do need more access to federal nutrition programs like SNAP, Food Bank, food stamps, because that would make a huge difference. We need more generous school breakfast programs.
Anyone in need can always contact your local DHS for assistance with SNAP benefits and other resources. Diversity, equity, and inclusion has become the topic of conversation among colleges and leaders across the state of Arkansas. And this week, the Higher Education Subcommittee focused on the future of higher learning. While some argue DEI provides more exposure for the student body, others want it removed from Arkansas colleges altogether.
At some point, we're going to have to turn the corner and said, we're all equal. Everybody is preferred, and that's our goal.
These are movements that are intentional to ensure that the educational space or the workspace is reflective of what America looks like.
Both political parties will continue their conversations regarding the matter. Another issue on the minds of Arkansans is maternal health. The state is reported to have one of the highest maternal mortality rates. The governor's special committee recently presented her with plans for combating the issue. It includes access to care and Medicaid reform. Now, the governor responded to the plan with a statement. It points toward her status as the first mom to govern the state. Sanders calls it a personal issue and says, quote, "We're pursuing a comprehensive, coordinated approach to help healthier moms have healthier babies," end quote. A new payment system will soon be put in place at Little Rock's Clinton Airport. As early as next Monday, the airport will start transitioning to cashless parking. This means you'll need to use a credit card and Google or Apple Pay. For cash lovers, the airport will have someone handling those for the next few months. At some point, they'll have a kiosk in the lobby to help convert cash to credit. And today, Saline County is celebrating the grand opening of a project that's been in the making for quite some time now. Just hours ago, our team watched as the ribbon was cut on the last bit of the Bryant Parkway. According to the city, the new route will help with easing traffic congestion. They also say it'll improve access to schools and nearby businesses and even grow the economy. THV 11's Brooke Buckner was there and is working to bring you details tonight at 5 and 6. The oldest brewery in Arkansas is gearing up to sell its property. We're talking about Diamond Bear. It's located in North Little Rock, not too far from Dickie Stevens, but the owner says he wants to auction it off because he's ready for retirement.
The buyer may want the brewery as well. And by the way, probably half of the people that call seem to have an interest in that.
The owner says if someone new takes over, he will want them to keep the business open and ready to serve customers. Ticketmaster is facing more backlash from the public. Just ahead, some of the answers being demanded by a new investigation.
A fall cold front is knocking at our doorstep. Ahead of the front, we'll have temperatures shoot up into the low 90s, and it's going to be a humid day. Also watching out for the potential of a spotty shower or thunderstorm as the day continues. Behind this front, though, much cooler, less humid, beautiful fall air will be arriving. More details on that coming up.